Prophet Marshall Occurrence back at it. So everything's going good. Just sent money to, and I say humbly, just sent money to Mexico City, and I didn't even try to. It's a funny story that I had like saved a page, and I thought it was another page where I give offerings to a church in another city, the most dangerous city in Mexico. I had already been sending offerings, to the most dangerous city in Mexico. I sent two. I was about to send another one. Went to the wrong page, a page I saved, and didn't know it was Mexico City. Come to find out, this is like a testimony. Come to find out, I'm glad I saved that page. It actually is a church that's 150 years old in Mexico City. 150 years old. So that's awesome. That's awesome. From the 1800s. So I just hit the offering there just like maybe 40 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago, something like that. So everything's going real good. Everything's going real good. Just sent another offering out to Mexico City because that's the capital. So I'm like, God is good. God knows what he's doing, because I almost went back and tried to retrieve the money back once I made the transaction. I was like, I wanted to tell the merchant, tell them as on PayPal they treat the transactions like merchants, and I almost tried to get a refund, but I was like, nah, hold up. I did my research on it. The Lord just said on my spirit, just let it be. And then when I went back and researched the church, come to find out, it was Mexico City, and the church is 150 years old. Jackpot, because that's ancient grounds. That's what I'm looking for. Ancient grounds. Ancient grounds is better when it even comes to this is for future reference. If you give spiritual offerings to churches, like I do, if you're lucky, if you're blessed to find an ancient ground church, I got another one, a Native American church in California. I sent an offering out there to an ancient church out in a Native American church out in Los Angeles. If you're lucky, if you're blessed to send a church out there, send an offering to a church, to ancient lands. It's a whole different animal, man. It's a whole different animal. So that's my testimony, man. The video is going to be about going head forward with being going into full-time spiritual warfare against the Americans from this point forward. As I speak, they're doing psychological sound campaigns. Got people outside the door, beeping outside. They actually got people working out there, and they'll try to play on certain symptoms of mental sickness as if to say that's what it is with you. I'm too smart. See, a military person, I'm spiritual military. Spiritual military knows about a world that civilians don't know about. So there's some things that exist, right, that doesn't make you paranoid. You just know. You just know what you know. You just know what you know. So from this day forward, man, there's not going to be any more talking. I'm going to tell you the two issues that ain't going to be more. I'm going to tell you the main issues. I ain't going to say two because it might be more. The main issues that I'm not going to be talking about is the streets. I'm going to talk about street principles. I'm not going to be talking about the streets. I'm not going to be talking about openly gang stalkers and all that stuff. secret societies, we left that alone. I'm not going to be talking about going back into black culture, black movies, black music. All of that's X'd away. I'm cleaning it all away. We had a lot of fun. That time is over. That chapter is over. This is March 2nd. It's a new chapter. And I'm turning over a new leaf. So from this video, all the talking about the past, sexuality, the things of the past with sexuality, all of that's done. And the reason why I'm doing that, because it's just time to clear the air. We won, clean all the debris off the table from doing all the work we did, clean down the table, and start new work where we're only talking about spiritual warfare with the Americans. Okay, that's all we talk about. Spiritual warfare with the Americans. This is what this page is going to be. All my pages is going to be from this point forward. It's not going to be depressing for me. It's not going to be bad for me because this is really where my mind is at anyway. I'm going to be talking about messages from the Bible, how it relates, the Word of God, how it relates to these spiritual wars and our spiritual warfare tactics. This page is basically, my pages now are basically dedicated to spiritual warfare on a more sophisticated level, not on a religious level. You gotta, one of my messages I'm gonna do, one of the first messages I'm gonna do is spiritual warfare on a more advanced spiritual level besides religion, right? So in religion, in non-denominational churches, their level of spiritual warfare is just confessing and rebuking and things like that. It's way more sophisticated than that. It's way more sophisticated, and I'm going to be breaking down spiritual warfare tactics to show you how it's more sophisticated than just confessing and speaking and just rebuking. Okay, it's way more sophisticated. The main thing, one of the more advanced levels is offerings outside the country. That's more advanced spiritual warfare. Okay, like I just showed you, I sent the offering out to Mexico City, to ancient grounds, and so it's just another level of war. We're not gonna let people. And another thing is reason why I'm not doing it anymore is because I'm not letting people act like this is entertainment. That door is closed. We at the brink of World War III. We don't care about what psychological stuff anymore. They can say whatever. I keep weapons. That don't change. We don't subject ourselves to that. Because why would I make those mistakes? Okay, so that ain't nothing but Jedi mind tricks. Okay, why they marrying children? We don't care. We don't care about that. That chapter's closed. We no longer care about psychological games. Okay? That's closed too. We take what come with it. Anybody want smoke? We keep weapons. That's it. Okay? That's all. That's all. I ain't losing no sleep about it. I'm blessed. I just gave an offering out to Mexico City. I know all the psychological games people play. It's not working. Okay, so we're going to be talking about sound campaigns too, because they love to do sound campaigns. Like right now, you hear the water running. This person does that as a trigger up there all the time. I've watched everything they do. I'm way more advanced than they realize. But what we're doing is staying in our position to allow the attacks that they do to go out to their community. See, they just hate us because we Christians. So they got a salty taste of what a Christian is, and they just hate us because we Christians. That's okay. We don't care about that. Especially being black, you get hated for different reasons. So I don't care if you hate me because I'm a Christian. That's fine. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do is focus on spiritual warfare from this point. Because like right now, to be honest with you, I don't even really watch Christian messages that much no more, because They're not in spiritual warfare like us. They're not in spiritual warfare like us. And basically, it's not going to be relevant in this war. It's all about this war now. The world is in war. It's all, you can kind of see how it could easily go into World War III, but I'm just not going to say it officially, but you can kind of see that it's gathering, you know what I'm saying? So we're doing too good to let people be relevant anymore. That's why we're not going to be talking about gang stalkers no more. We're going to talk to speak about our warfare strategies, but to not even talk about particular people, because it's America that we're against now. So it ain't no need to talk about no groups. They use so many people here. It's no need to talk about groups. We ain't talking about that no more. We talk about the United States of America being our enemy, and everything we do is by spiritual means. We don't have physical operations, so the feds can't come raid us and come pick us up. No, because we don't do any physical operations. I'm not a terrorist. I don't have to be. I'm doing too good to be a terrorist, and you know it, don't you? So, I'm on day 4 of a 7-day fast. I got 3 days under my belt. I'm working on day 4, so I'm basically halfway through a 7-day fast. So I ain't got no time, no game for no shenanigans, man. People want to be relevant in war. Anything that's relevant, they want to be a part of it. So they ain't at war with us. I told you, all that stuff out there is clowns, clown games. I know military operations versus clown games, and what they're trying to do is clean it up and make it look militant and soldier. They wasn't on no soldier stuff, man. These gay people and lesbians and drug addicts, witchcraft people ain't militant, man. They not. So, everything is coordinating with our world, and they trying to coordinate in our world like they doing operations. They was witchcraft clowns, bro. They just try to tighten up with us. Do you understand? They just try to tighten up and coordinate with who we are. They not military, man. They not military. And I don't care if they recruit military. Their cause and their position is not. It's elementary, man. I can call that and see that for what it is all day. That's not gonna work. See, they think I'm in trouble even right now because of earlier. I'm not in trouble, bro. I'm never in trouble. I'm so much smarter than you as Americans. It's not even funny, man. I'm not in trouble. I'm not under any pressure. I haven't made any mistakes that you think I made. I haven't lost. And even if I did, you still gonna get World War III, basically. That's all there is to it. So for me, I think you suffer from mental sickness. One thing I will say from these secret society people, they suffer from I looked it up. It's antisocial personality disorder. Antisocial. Look it up. Because people think it's narcissism. It can be some of that, but for people that prey on people and play with people like they do, the actual mental diagnosis is antisocial personality disorder. So you just look up the traits of antisocial personality disorder. It sounds like it's just antisocial, but they prey on people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main diagnosis and thick mental sickness that's in the air is antisocial personality disorder. See, I could have been a psychiatrist. My mom always told me that. You know what I'm saying? I understand the mind very good. That's why I'm not slipping. You know what I'm saying? I know what's on my mind. I've been esteemed as somebody who is a master of the mind. And I really am. It's not, I just understand the thought. I just understand thought process and patterns, so just with the games that people play, the things that people do, it don't matter because the war is consuming the whole world. These Americans are going to be so surprised when it actually is all over. When it actually is all over, they're going to be so surprised, man. They're going to be so surprised that Trump ain't gonna have all the answers. Trump ain't gonna be able to do nothing all about this. And it's going to continue to go on. See, right now is the perfect time to fast. I've been fasting since this war started in Iran. I was fasting approximately 8 hours before it started. I went and looked up all this stuff. So while they play psychological games around me, man, I be just looking up on everything. I just got money that left the country tonight, and I'm celebrating that. I got money that just left the country tonight, and it's going out the country. I got money going out the country tonight, and I'm just looking forward to that. I just sent money as the money is going out the country tonight to out east. I done sent money to Mexico tonight, to Mexico City. It's all good, man. I'm sending more money tomorrow. I'm sending more money tomorrow, man. So we just all about our objective, man. Ain't nobody ever gonna be perfect. We ain't trying to be perfect, so to speak. And where we think we gonna be perfect or achieve perfection, I don't allow people to play with me like that. It's a bunch of people that's in the world that they think in terms of perfection. I don't care about that as far as in their perspective. I don't care about that. As long as you know I carry weapons, as long as you know that God is protecting me, that's all that needs to be understood, buddy. See, for people that was bad kids, I was a bad kid when I was a kid, right? A bad kid doesn't have a problem, or someone that was a bad kid doesn't have a problem with being perceived as a bad person. I don't have a problem with that. Even though I'm a Christian, I can go back to being perceived as a bad person. I don't have a problem with that. That doesn't bother me. It's not on my conscience. So whatever you think about me, I don't care about you. I don't care what you think. And that's that. I mean, for you to play psychological games, I would have to care, and I don't. For that to actually work and to make me suicidal or depressed, I would actually have to be so nice that I care about what you think. Or I'm so delicate in my honor. When I'm a student of Sun Tzu, I'm not delicate in my honor. See, Sun Tzu taught this in The Art of War. Do not be delicate in your honor. Which means, like, just the least thing you think you failed, or you're dishonorable, or your mind is not right. See, that's the contrast. What they doing is the contrast to what Sun Tzu taught, which is, if you're a student of Sun Tzu, he taught, do not be delicate in your honor. Read between the lines what that means. Do not sit around and obsess and feel like you've done something wrong, or just be so delicate in your honor that the least thing you feel like you're dishonorable. Don't be delicate in your honor. I'm not delicate in my honor. I know what my mind is at. I'm a grown man. I'm not a boy. See, in the world that we got a whole bunch of homosexuals, right? They got boy-like mentality. This is for psychological war. This is for spiritual war and witchcraft. And how they move. They move like boys. We grown men, which means I'm a man. I got a backbone. I got a backbone in my head. In my head, I got a backbone. Which means I don't care what come across my mind. I know where my mind is at. And that's the backbone you got in your head. I don't care what they talk about. I don't care what they say. I know what my mind thinks about. I know what I desire. And see, people couldn't win, so they got to try something when it's going so good for us. You see what I'm saying? Well, nah, I don't care nothing about that. I don't honor it. I don't care about it. I just keep my eyes open, stay on my P's and Q's, be ready to catch a body if I got to. It's simple. That's all, man. You don't listen. You ain't gonna never be perfect. Your mind is not perfect, right? Okay, so then you learn to live with an imperfect brain. You can have a healthy brain, but it's not perfect. You learn to live with a healthy brain. You don't let nobody hold you to a different standard. As soon as they try to, God will show up and take care of everybody. It's that simple, bro. That's what. See, in 2026, we're no longer walking a mental tightrope. We're not walking a psychological tightrope. They'll try to get in any way they can to control you. And whatever way you can be controlled, that's how they're going to try to control you, whatever it is. And you got to figure out how they think they can control you. Okay, so in psychological war, they'll try to make you walk a tightrope. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care if you thought I had some bad thoughts. Whatever thoughts, dirty thoughts, pedophilia thoughts, whatever. I don't care. See, that's how you beat them. You take the power away by not caring. Okay? I studied them long enough. If you don't care, you're going to win. I don't care. Because it ain't going to stop me. I ain't going to stop. I'm going to get to heaven. And guess what? I ain't thinking nothing about your children, buddy. The last thing I'm thinking about is your stinking children. From all that you done as American, and then we find out you marry children. I mean, the last thing I'm thinking about is your children, little buddy. That's called a backbone in the brain. It's one thing to have a backbone in your back and have physical strength and be masculine, be a man, stand up for yourself. It's another thing to have a backbone in your brain. Because they had me sized up like I'm some little loose cannon kind of crazy dude. I know what they thinking. But I'm too smart. I'm too refined. If you pay attention, that image, I'm too refined and smart to be paranoid. If I was paranoid, I'm not even that type of person. Nope. I ain't never been a paranoid person. I've been a cautious person. But paranoid, I have not been. I'm not a paranoid person. I know what I know, and I'm right. See, I just understood. I mean, I guess because I got good intuition, I never felt like it was paranoia. I just know what I know, man, about these bastards, and their sound campaigns, the triggers, all that stuff. I got street intuition. I know what I'm talking about. Like somebody just started talking out my door. We taxing on all of that, man. And see, how we gonna get them is in the news. Every time you look in the news, that's the wins. The wins is in the news. You follow me? The wins is in the news.
Mr. Smith?
Okay?
You okay?
So anytime you look at the news, you look at the breaking news, you see that's all the wins. That's all the wins, right? So we are not focused on anything else but these wins, bro. We ain't playing no games with these suckers, man. You understand? So the news is the wins. Okay? We don't got no respect for them. We ain't playing no games with them. See, this whole building I'm in ain't nothing but enemies. You know what I'm saying? I'm not to be played with, bro. I'm not to be played with. You can't trigger me. Okay? You'll wind up getting killed playing with me. And maybe you're ready to die. I don't know. But that's what's gonna happen. If you threaten my life, if you play with my life, that's what's gonna happen. I'm always on top, buddy. I'm always back. Listen, I resurrect as many times as I have to resurrect, buddy. My head is built to last, buddy. I don't fold. You know what I'm saying? I don't fold. We don't care about that psychological stuff. We don't care about your kids and whatever images you try to put in our heads. We don't care about it. It's that simple. That's what any real dude would tell you. I don't care about that. I don't care about that, man. I ain't gonna sit up. See, they expect us to obsess over it. That tells you what type of person they. I feel like if you think that works, that means you care about that, cause you think it's effective. It's not effective with me. It's not effective with me. So I don't care about it. I mean, you must think it worked. So you must be scared of it yourself. I mean, you must think this. You must care about stuff like that yourself. I don't. I don't care about that. Okay, I ain't got nothing, man. We all enemies, man. Everybody. I'm enemies with every single person on everything I love, man. I don't play okie doke games with kids. I'm enemies with every single person. I don't care if you got love for me. I don't care about your love. That's out the window. That's where it's at, man. What you think? I don't play games. I'm not a cartoon character, buddy. Like these people playing around my door, boy, they don't know. They don't know. I'm telling you. They just don't know. Okay, it's over. The end of this country is here. We don't let lame people get cameos and 15 minutes of fame and all of that. Nah. We know, listen, we know you lame and listen, it's our time to shine. Now the good news is it's our time to shine. It's our time to shine. Because they know, the world knows, America knows that we caused this. Trump ain't got nothing to do with it. And by the time of this, when I'm done with this video, I'm gonna get into this. Trump is just a puppet in God's hands. That's why he doing all this stuff. Trump might not even understand why he doing what he doing. See how the devil can use somebody? God can use somebody. Trump is just causing everything to escalate. That's why, and I'm right on board with it. And see, you might think I'm tripping. You might think I'm in the flesh. You might think I'm an evil person. That's okay. I know war when I know war when it's wartime. I know when it's wartime. And see, some religious people, you know, you're a religious person. You the type to just lay down and die, like a religious person. I'm not built like that, bro. Ain't no way in the world. I'm gonna let people play with me that marry children and question and play psychological games with me, but you marry children as a community. That's not gonna happen. New York right here been marrying children. So it's forfeited. You can't even qualify to be in my arena as Americans marrying children. That's why. You disqualified, bro. In fact, you've been disqualified since we found out you marrying children. You've been disqualified the whole time. How you gonna fight me? And you marrying children as a community. You came out here as a collective community, right? Okay. So, as a collective community, how you gonna come out here and you marry children as a collective community and come out here collectively? That's the first thing I'm gonna call you on. If you come out here collectively, I'm gonna show you your liabilities collectively. I'm gonna show you liabilities that's collective. And it's over. You marry children collectively, you can't come out here and say, well, it ain't us, it don't matter. Collectively speaks to collectively, right? Right. So I'm gonna speak to you collectively. Since you came out here collectively, I'm not gonna speak to any person within that. I'm not gonna do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You marry children as a collective community, right? That's all I'm talking about. That's it. That's all. That's how we put everything in proper perspective. Now that you exposed yourself, now it's on another level of war. Okay, I told you, man. It's the same chess move over and over. You marry children. Okay? you can't get past it. Every time I put it in the air, you sit back down. You can't play with us marrying children, buddy. You doing that right now. You got people that's marrying children, married to children, right now. How you think you're gonna stand up on me and play psychological games? And it's all over again. I told you. It's like what I do is when I first start doing a video, I come in and I basically set the tone. You know what I'm saying? I break suckers off. I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't fold, man, psychological. I understand military. You can't make me. I'm already made. You can't take credit for who I am. God made me. So I'm not with military. Military can't take no credit for who I am because I was already like this. I know the sneaky games people play and act like they made you. How you make me? If you made me, then make another me. You can't. If you made me, why can't you do it again? Because God designed me as I am, and He made me as I am, bro. So, like, man, just realize, man, I turned my back. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. I don't play nice boy games programs where you try to speak to me halfway and I know you're a witch. That's a witch. She talking about Mr. Karen, I'm like, that's a witch. She think I'm stupid. That's a witchcraft person. Am I right or wrong? She's either in divination, telepathy, psychic power, witchcraft. Which one? And she thinks she pulling some wool over my eyes by coming here talking around my door, and I know it's a trigger from the very beginning. I'm a veteran, man. You insult my intelligence. Come around my door, and that person, and they ain't been coming to my door for weeks. But you thought I was in trouble because of the sound campaigns outside and the little stuff that went on right there and the little stuff out there. You thought you would keep it alive. See how I fold these suckers. You beneath me, bruh. No pun intended. Ain't you downstairs? Yeah, that's where you belong. Beneath me. That's where you at. Beneath me down there. That's how I'm built, buddy. Now, back to normal. But we see you, and guess what we're going to do? Guess what I'm going to do? We're going to turn up the heat, buddy. You know what that means? Got you, didn't I? Mm-hmm. See, that's how God moves me. Sometimes you'll think you got me, and He'll expose you. Once He exposes you, you see all the enemies. Once you make a move towards me, it's over. That's how He moves. That's how. If it looked like I won, I lost, right? It looked like they had me, right, in a psychological jam. See, they try to get you in psychological jams. When you thought you had me in that psychological jam, God seen all the games that people played, and that's exposed. Now you're exposed. What we do as a result, we tax the Americans as a collective community. I'm already fasting against Israel as a military and the United States as a military. I went on another fast. So I'm fasting against their efforts. I'm already fasting for the protection of Iran. I've been doing that for over a year. I've been with Iran for some time. And what people don't know about them, they just started to accept Jesus Christ in their community. They just started. See, that's how close I am to watching Iran. People didn't know that. They just started to accept Jesus Christ in their community. And I don't think it's a coincidence that I think America knew that too. They started to accept Jesus Christ in Iran. They put up an artifact. You can go look it up. The artifacts that they put up of Jesus Christ in Iran. Right? So, with that being said, man, it's the war is on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's no need to talk about soul food and good times as black people no more. That time is gone. Okay? And these type of people that's outside this room makes that official. Because I'm not going to play around with few good black people and form my opinion off a few good black people. I'm going to look at all these black people playing in my face. And listen, it's a war. It's that simple, man. Because you want my spot. You can't be me. You could never be me. Because you didn't do the things I did in my lifetime. You didn't do anything that I did in my lifetime. I exposed the racist white man's value system and broke it down. You can't show me no leaders that successfully defeated the value system of racist white America but me. Malcolm X didn't do that. Malcolm X did not successfully defeat the value system, what this man cares about. I did that through child marriage. I know he cared about his own kids. Okay, so kids is part of their value system, right? Okay, so I defeated your value system with what you care about by showing you marry children. Show me Martin Luther King Jr. didn't do that. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, ain't none of them people do that. They did not successfully defeat the value system of racist white America. Did you see the difference, right? You can fight for rights, you can fight for freedom, but you did not successfully defeat the racist white man himself. I did. Because I know that racist white man cares about his children. And if I tell him in his country that he's marrying children, I win. Checkmate. I beat you in your own value system and show you're nothing. Now what I expect people to do is, if you black, before you think you can face me, beat the racist white man that I beat. I want you to beat him. You can't beat him, can you? Then you can't face me. No, I know I got reputation. And I know how ignorant black people think. That you're going to just waltz up to and beat me with a sucker punch. I told you, you can't beat me with sucker punches. Sucker? It's not going to work. I've done too much for you to beat me with a psychological thought. You're not going to beat me with a psychological thought, sucker. I'm sorry. Life is a little more complicated than a fight is more complicated. A war is more complicated. Well, you can't beat me with one thought, little buddy. I done won too many times. Ain't nobody gonna honor that. So you see where you at? There's nobody. I told you this. I told you this before you would even think you would win any time. I told you, I already peeped what you're trying to do. One thought is not gonna beat me. Now you see where you at. One thought ain't gonna beat me, buddy. No, ain't nobody gonna honor that. And they done seen all the streets I done walked down, all the boulevards I done walked down, everything I done over and over again consistently. All World War III basically here. You think somebody gonna respect you playing around my mind today, bro? No. Ain't nobody respecting that. No. So in the real world, nobody esteems you as greater than me. No, man, no. I wouldn't care what come across my mind. That's not gonna be sufficient, buddy, for all the things I've been through and beat you. When your whole country is defeated, I beat them with the child marriage laws. Beat that. You can't beat it. A thought that I have is not gonna beat you marrying children as Americans. That's it. You ain't gonna beat that. I don't care what thought come across my mind. Ain't nothing worse than you marrying children. Ain't nothing worse than these black people killing children. Yeah, man, stop playing with me, bro. Stop killing children as black people. Stop killing black children. Won't you stop killing black children? Okay? You can't win killing black children. Oh, you thought you could? Oh, you thought you could? You killing black children, you thought you was gonna win. Oh, there'll be more. Buckle up for it. There's gonna be more black children killed this year. It happens every year. Buckle up for it, buddy. Buckle hard for it. Buckle hard for it. We put an R on everything in 2026. Buckle hard for it, buddy. It's what it is, man. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? As long as you killing children, man, you think I care what crossed my mind, and you kill children. See, that's a man's way of looking at things. You kill children as black people. You think I care about what you think about what crossed my mind? I don't. I promise you, I don't care. Okay? That's part of being a man. I do not care, bro. That's a child that will be consumed with that, like they peers and all that stuff. I don't care about no peers. I'm a grown man. I don't care what nobody thinks around me. I don't get under peer pressure and the social aspect of life. I care about what all these people think. I don't care. I'm too old to care. I don't deal with the social aspect of life right now. So why would I care about what all these so-called people think about it? They so-called people, ain't they? Man, half of these people, you're animal. You're like an animal. You're a so-called person. Tell them they a so-called person. You a so-called person, bro. You a so-called person. See, what you thought is you come around here and play with me. And the more pressure you put on me, and the more you play with me, every little step you make, even that little dumb little black woman that came out there, like she mean well, that's witchcraft. That's psychological games. That's beneath me, man. You understand? Okay. So I'm never slipping, bro. Everything I do, man, listen. See, they best work is when you ain't talking. That's why you got to get up and clear the air. And a lame can't stand up. See, long as you quiet, a lame can walk around like they doing something, moving around like they doing something. As soon as you put everything as a real one back in proper perspective, it's all over once again. That's all you got to do. Do a video and it's all over again. Back to you talking about you marrying children. It's pathetic, ain't it? They're pathetic. That's what I told you. Torn down. Everything you just thought you did, torn back down. Okay, I don't listen, man. Let me tell you something. I don't lose, man. I don't lose in this situation. And I don't think you understand this. Trying to make me lose is going to end your country. Do you believe that? And listen, if you think you're going to take a gamble and see how that go, that's exactly what's going to happen. I told you this. It's point of no return already. You can already see that. It ain't going backwards. From what they did to Iran, that's over. It's a whole different world already. Not for the better. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it, buddy. That's why we're celebrating. You know why we're celebrating? Not because the leader of Iran died, but because everything has changed. Everybody wasn't celebrating. They try to show you people celebrating. That's what they're going to try to do. Even Americans hate what they did. People in Iran is chanting death to America. People are chanting death to America in Iran. Yeah. It's a whole different world, buddy. You got it. You see what real war feels like. See a lame boy and a lame girl. Listen, buddy. Oh, listen. You finna see what real war feels like. And guess what? You ain't gonna be able to wish it away. You ain't gonna be able to wish it away. It ain't gonna go away. See, I'm built for war. I'm a natural soldier boy. You know what military told me? I'm a soldier. If military tell you you're a soldier, buddy. I've been a soldier for a long time. To be a soldier, your mind have to pass over certain thresholds that most civilians won't pass over. Of survival, of pressure, of, being in the elements, pain, all different types of things. I became a soldier through these streets, doing stuff that most civilians can't do, walking from state to state, from Florida to Georgia. That's a threshold that your mind passes over. Most human beings ain't gonna walk from state to state. That's when I got the white Americans respect. I walk from state to state. Most black men ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna walk from state to state. You ain't never done that. So see, for you to walk from state to state and make it is crazy. Like, wow, you actually made it. You went from state to state. You went from one state to the other and made it. That's when everybody started jocking me and respecting me. Once I walked from one state to the other, oh yeah, it's a big deal. When you don't know where you're going, and I got excellent sense of direction to even keep going and out the state. Well, I ain't walking around, just wandering around. I'm on a path. I walk through cities after city after city. I'm a soldier, buddy. Only a soldier can march through cities, plural, on foot. No bus rides. No hitchhiking. Walking through city after city. Me, this face you see. That's a general, bro. You got thugs and gangsters that ain't built like that, man. You're not built like that. You're not. And my thing is this, man. We not gonna let you intimidate with guns and rap to make when we want to see you do certain things that you haven't done. You haven't done certain things I've done. You haven't beat the white man in his value system. We want to see you stop trying to intimidate people just like the white man does and do what I do. That's the real man test. Do what I do. You can't do it, buddy. That's what I'm saying. And I rule. That's what makes me rule. Whether you accept it or not, I rule. I rule over you because of my caliber being higher than yours. To where you came out here talking about something you was ignorant on. And I'm the one, the same person, chastised you like a prophet should, like a prophet would, and showed you that your country is marrying children. You got chastised, buddy. The white man can't take it and the black man can't take it. You can listen. You can play yourself. It's already World War III, basically. If it's not going back to normal. It's gonna get worse and worse if it's not World War III. I leave room for if it's not World War III, it ain't gonna get better. Iran gonna keep coming after America. We know that. Oh man, listen, man. You acting like Iran is some little pushover community. It's not. It's not. Let us not forget. It's not. Don't they got like six bodies already? They done killed 6 Americans already. This ain't no game. It's already, them people dead. They came out there and they died. 6 Americans dead. That's a person. They came out there fighting Iran or whatever, blowing up stuff. They didn't make it. That's how you need to look at it. They came out there playing with Iran. They didn't make it, buddy. Now, when they went down to South America, there was no casualties. Iran is a whole different ball game, buddy. You already see the casualties coming in. Listen, what? How many days? 2-3 days? What? 28th? What? 2 days? Casualties coming in 2 days. It ain't even been 72 hours. Casualties already coming in. Okay? The casualties are already coming in, buddy. Those are real people. And they're gone already. See, Trump knew, talking about, listen, he didn't say that when they went to South America. He know Iran is a whole different ball game. So as these wars escalate on this level, and we realize God has done this. God is doing it. It's all working out. That's why our jealous enemies, like the teenagers, we don't acknowledge teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Think about the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Think about who we are. We just, I ain't even thinking about who I am. I'm thinking about getting this done. That's it. I ain't thinking about who I am per se. I can't stand narcissistic people. Divas. I can't stand divas. Narcissistic hip hop American divas. Black people full of divas. I can't stand them. You can't even halfway talk to them without them, acting like it's all about them or something like that. I can't stand them type of people. I can't stand that. So if you think I'm one of them people, like I'm a diva or something, I can't stand divas. See, people mix me up with a diva. And I set that straight. No, I ain't no diva. No, I got a strong personality. I got charisma. You know what I'm saying? I got character. I got flair. But I'm not a diva. No, I ain't no diva. Not at all. I can't stand divas. They think it's all about them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it's fabricated when you pull the layers off. But like I said, bro, I'm just all about my objective. I'm all about getting this done. I'm all about getting this done like yesterday. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's what a soldier's all about. I'm all about getting it done, shutting this down, and everything. And I'm not walking no tightrope. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, bro. I don't single out people like black people want me to instigate famous people and things like that. I don't care about famous people. I don't care about rappers. Let me say that for the black community. You can't put a rapper on me where I would care about it. I don't care about Jay-Z and all these rappers, and I don't care about that. Okay? Nah, I don't care about it. I don't think about them no more. All I do is go check and see what's going on around me like I supposed to, and I'm back to living my spiritual life. I don't think about them, and they shouldn't expect me to. I'm a Christian. I'm not really thinking about you. But I have to say this because I'm not one of them Christians that, even though I rap, and I rap better than a lot of these Christian rappers, I could be a person talking about the industry and all the stuff and have that kind of, that kind of ministry where it's talking about rappers and all of this. I'm not. Only way you'll hear me talk about certain things is that if it connect to the streets or real life, or it refers to real life, even when it's checking people, so that all these people you try to compare me to, you know what I'm saying, I'm letting you know that's not in my lane. I'm a prophet. Jay-Z is never going to compare to no prophet. It's just not going to happen in your lifetime. I don't care how much money somebody got. That's not going to be sufficient. I'm gonna shine differently, and now you see that. I'm gonna shine differently than somebody with money. It's just not gonna work. Okay, it's not gonna work. Okay, so it don't matter what you do. I don't fear these people. I don't fear Jay-Z. I don't fear rappers. I don't fear Brooklyn. I don't fear black people. I'm a prophet. I don't fear nobody. See, you thought I would be a casualty. You thought I was a loose cannon. You thought I would just come out here and probably thought I would come out here in Brooklyn and catch a charge or something happened to me out here. It's not. I moved too clean, buddy. I'm too clean. I'm too professional. See, how you beat a lot of black people is all you got to be is professional. All you got to do is clean up your act and be professional, and they gonna stick out and make mistakes, and everybody gonna say, "See, look at that." They gonna look at your mistakes. Intellect, psychological games, witchcraft games, trying to grandstand. All you doing is messing up the community. That's all you doing. You ain't bothering me, buddy, because I know every little move you make. Okay? It ain't gonna work, buddy. It ain't gonna work. So studying my every move, that's how we got this far. See, you're not smart enough to know that I took advantage of your position against me. You don't believe that, do you? You think I'm just saying that as I go along. No. I was super intentional and super conscious of letting you play your position, and I took full advantage of it by cursing your country, by them getting the repercussions, by your family suffering as a result. Okay? That's what happened. I don't play no clown games. It ain't gonna work. I don't see, in order for that to work, I have to honor what you think. I have to honor that. I don't honor that. I don't care about it. I've come to a new level where we don't honor none of that stuff. And I'm not in your life. I'm not in your web. I'm not in no problems. Ain't nothing you can do with me. It's nothing you can do. Ain't nobody gonna be able to poison my food. Ain't none of that gonna work. I know everything you thinking about. I know everything you thinking. It ain't none of that gonna work. Okay? You lose. You lose, sucker. You came out here playing around somebody that's real and realer than you. Realer than these black people. See, what you didn't realize, I was on a different level than Jay-Z. That's why I burned you to pieces. Because I'm a prophet. I burned you to pieces. See, you got hyped up against somebody that's harder than all these rappers. Not just him, all of them. All of them. Jeezy going to see T.D. Jakes like he a Christian, but he not. He not a Christian. He ain't no man of God. That's the bottom line. I'm not intimidated by nobody not to say that. I don't care how nobody feel, because people get miss signals. They get bad signals or confused signals. Like, is this person a Christian? Okay, so then why he on there with T.D. Jakes? But he probably not, though, man. Let's keep it real. He acknowledged God, but he not no Christian. He ain't living his... So he abstaining from the culture. He abstaining from all the movies and all the stuff on TV. No. He probably go home and watch everything on TV come to his mind, man. That's not a Christian, bro. And I don't even got to go no further to his vices or whatever. I know he's not abstaining from the culture. I know he's not abstaining from stuff on TV. I know he's not abstaining from things that are not godly, not even just pornography or whatever. I'm talking about worldly movies and all of this stuff. He's not abstaining from that. So that's not my brother. That's not my brother. Just like Jesus Christ said, who is my brother? Who is my brother? Those who obey the Lord. That's who is my brother. Those who are servants of God. And I'm paraphrasing. That's my brother. Anybody that don't serve the Lord is not my brother or my sister. Jesus said, they said, it's your brother and your sister. Jesus said, who is my mother? Who is my brother? Those who obey the Lord is my mother and my brother. That's it. If you don't obey God, you are not my mother. You are not my father. You're not my sister. We're not family. And it's that simple, man. That's got to be said, because black people have become corny just like white people. That's why all that stuff out here and that stuff is over here. They're corny people. And I stayed real. You got corny. You became corny. And that's it. It ain't no way you can make it look cool. It's corny. It ain't cool at all. It's corny. Because now it's done backfired, and now you got to try to clean it up and make it look like something, and it don't. Because every time you try to make it look like something, I'm way more spiritual than you, so I'm gonna keep rising and rising with spirituality, and you're gonna look more like a cornball. You're gonna look more lame. You're gonna look like a clown. Every time you try to come up, I'm gonna put you back down. Ain't no way in the world you're gonna come around me playing around psychological games. I mastered that. All that stuff you're doing, I mastered it. All the stuff outside, all the stuff in the building, I mastered that. I put myself in this position on purpose. Just in case you think I'm stupid, I put myself here on purpose. And I don't think you believe that, do you? You don't believe it? Man, come on, man. With my intuition, I would have been left as soon as I seen the signs. Stupid. I would have been left. If I seen all this you doing, and I done been seen it, I done been talking about it, right? I would have been left if I didn't have a purpose. I got a purpose, and I'm achieving it. You got World War III on the horizon, buddy. And ain't no beeping around outside with psychological games gonna get nothing done, buddy. That ain't gonna get nothing done. All that's gonna do is make it worse. They did that the last place I was at, working outside the building. That's all they do. They do the same thing. They do the same thing. They done that before. I don't care what that's supposed to make me feel. See, for other people, make you feel like it's shocking that they do that. I don't look at it like that because I done seen them do it so many times. It's not shocking to me. It don't get no respect. It don't get no acknowledgement. It don't get no attention. That's it, bro. And we don't acknowledge that. We got World War III on the horizon. How dare you even think you can stand? Listen, man. Listen, we'd rather die. We'd rather die than acknowledge you anymore. It's just not, it's over, bro. You're a clown. You're minute. You're beneath us, man. Don't you see that? I do not acknowledge people like you because you go beep horns outside. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You got World War III, war in Iran. This is how we know they got mental sickness, because they can't grasp the real world, the reality that we live in, and how it affects everybody. It's that, and they losers. A loser don't care. A loser don't care about life. A loser don't care what happens. A loser don't care what's going on and what's gonna be happening. That's a loser. A loser ain't gonna care. You can't make them care, because they ain't got no life. They don't care about themselves. They ain't nothing. So why would they care? So it's a combination of mental sickness and of being a loser. That's what it is. And we don't listen, man. That's two other reasons not to acknowledge you, man. You got mental sickness, man, and you're a loser, man. Come on, bro. Listen, man. Listen. People that's in the real world gonna respect it. They care about this real world. They're gonna see you affecting it, right? And see everything changing. They're gonna say, "Oh man, wow, this is over." Yeah. You got Iran, this war in Iran. Don't forget, Maduro is still here in Brooklyn. He got to go face trial. The president of South America, of Venezuela, he got to face the courts the 7th of this month. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen in the next week. It's not good, man. It's not good. It's not good. Everybody knows it's not good, man. So we're not going to let people play psychological games and climb to the ranks with that, man. That's over. That's done. That's expired. I say that as a prophet. The secret societies of America are expired, bro. You can't go any further, man. No one cares. Kids are only impressed by that. I broke it down why. I could see if they was winning and they was doing something. They not doing nothing. Everything they do, they done it before, and we done weathered it. We done weathered it 1,000,000 times. So we don't care. You could beat horns. It's not bothering me. I'm not autistic. Noise bothers autistic people. Oh, what they told you, I was slightly autistic. My mind, listen, buddy, I'm healthy as an ox. You just misunderstood who I was because I'm different ethnicities. I'm not totally black. I'm Asian, I'm Latino, I'm South Italian, I'm Italian too. So, you just didn't understand who I was. They didn't know I was Italian looking at me. They knew I was Italian. I'm not fair-skinned enough for you to think I was Italian. I'm Italian, man. Like that. So, I don't pay you no attention, bro. Just remember, man, you ain't in these lanes, and we gonna make that very clear. This is the end. You not in these lanes. You can't do what we do. You can't do, I'm one man. Look how many people you gotta use against one man. Oh, how they justify it, like I'm superhuman. No, I'm a human being. See, you gotta make it seem like I'm an alien or I'm superhuman. No, see, we gonna put it right in the right context. I'm a normal man from North Carolina. You just couldn't beat me. That's what it was. You used all these people against me and they still couldn't beat me. That's a clown. Look at all the people they use. Let us not forget that. Look at all the people they using. Look at all the people they using against one person. Look at all the games and technology and all the things they got to do against one person. And I'm still here. And we winning. And it's almost World War III. Yeah, man, come on. With that being said, how they gonna ever think they gonna win? I'm one person. Look at all the people they used, and they still couldn't win. Now imagine if I had all those people. Where would they be today? If I had people like me, if I had a handful of people like me, this would have been over. This would have been over, man. If I had a whole community of myself like me, this would have been over, man. They got a whole community all over the country and it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. What did it do? What did it do to me? What did it do to me, huh? It's nothing, man. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. I'm not under pressure. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I just sent money. I'm blessed. I'm about to send money tomorrow. I'm blessed, bro. I'm doing good. We got World War III on the horizon. I just sent another offering. That's about to hit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's about to hit. And it's gonna be more war on the way. See, while I'm fasting during this time when this war is going on, man, it's gonna make it so much better, man. It's gonna make it. This war is gonna escalate. Everything is just gonna be. This is the time to hit it right now. If you can fast right now, this is the time to hit it right now. I'm telling you, this is the time to hit it right now. Because all this stuff is escalating right now. It's the time to hit it. So it's all about fasting right now. I got 7 days. I got 3 days under my belt. I'm on my 4th day. We're just getting this done. Just making sure it's going through. I don't compete with amateurs. I don't compete. This is amateurs, man. I don't compete with that. See, I set the rules. I control my own life. I set the rules. I could leave if I wanted to. Ain't nothing they can do. I could leave this building and walk out, and then what you gonna do? I could leave and just leave. I'm just letting you know. You ain't got me trapped. You ain't got me in no problems. I could leave and it's over. Jump on the Chinese bus and be out. I'm not stuck in New York. I'm not stuck in New York. You forgot about that, didn't you? I could just leave. I ain't got to be here. This country is toe up now. You got Iran, the war going on in Iran. It's over. It's over, buddy. It's over. You don't think it's over? I could leave now if I wanted to. This ain't going to get no better. My job, my objective is done. I don't gotta be here. I ain't begging for no apartment. I ain't begging for no apartment around a whole bunch of gay people and dirty and all this stuff. No, I ain't begging for that, buddy. I just did this to get off the streets. My objective is already done. It's overtime. I'm putting in overtime now, man. I don't listen. I ain't think about nothing but winning this war. I've been serious from day one, and that's what I want people to look at. Now. With that being said, what I want these lame black people to do is realize I've been serious from day one. I've been serious from day one. I've been talking just like this from day one, that this is going to be all over, that I'm going to weather all these people, that I'm going to defeat these people. I've been talking like this from day one. What? No, I want you to give credit where credit is due. I've been talking like this from day one, buddy. I've been talking like this from day one, and people thought it was a game. They thought they was laughing at me. They might have been laughing. I don't know, maybe. But the bottom line is, I've been talking like this from day one. From day one, I've been talking like this, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? On the brink of World War III. What they've been doing? What these people been doing? Yapping and talking just like ignorant people gonna do, bro. You don't get no respect, man, from no grown men and women. We don't respect you at all, man. Listen, I've been talking like this from day one, and it's all here. Everything I said, everything I'm talking about, It's right here for you to see. All this stuff is happening to these people. Everything is happening to them. So we don't care about people trying to play games and play all type of psychological games. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about it because we doing way too good to care about whatever's on somebody's mind. Whether it's mine or yours, we don't care. It's almost over. It's almost over for these people. They going to hell. That's what's going to happen. They not going to make it. And we can clearly see that. Food stamps, the requirements done came in on New York. That's good. That's going real good. So, man, you know, it's just, I don't have time for people playing around the streets. They playing on the streets. That's losers, too. That's losers. Playing around on the street. You think that's what you equate yourself to? That's what you're equated to? Playing around on the streets, playing with me? Man, come on. But who are you in the real world? You've done nothing in the real world, have you? Man, come on, stop playing, man. Yeah, man. I ain't playing no game. This ain't Star Trek. This ain't Star Trek. I don't care nothing about that sci-fi stuff. I live in the real world. I live in the real world, buddy, where these wars are popping off in Iran. I'm a grown man. My son is 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? You ain't talking to no boy. You ain't playing with no boy. Straight like that. You ain't playing with no boy out here. So, you know, I'm just saying, man, because you got to make it clear, man, because people think you a little boy to play with. And I'm definitely not. I told you lames, I'm a general, man. And now all you doing is trying to be part of it or being inspired by us. That's how lame these dudes is. You inspired by us. You ain't inspired by yourself. You ain't doing nothing. You're inspired. They draw inspiration off of us. They're inspired with us winning. That's how much of a loser can you be? You inspired by us. What else is it then? You ain't getting no wins. You ain't doing nothing. So what got you running around and acting like there's something going on? Us. Wins. Wins from us. Like it's your wins. You ain't got no wins, buddy. You don't. Listen, I don't speak nothing but the truth. They inspired by us. That's our wins. Like as if it's their wins. If you would think that they should be harping down. You should be harping down when you see all these wars popping off. That ain't for you. You ain't done nothing. That's us. So what's making you stand up today? What's making you play around me today? We winning today. You should be sitting down somewhere today, buddy. Listen, that's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, you should be sitting down. You ain't doing nothing. Well, coming out there with working construction, listen, buddy, you ain't listen, man. That's pathetic. Don't y'all think that's pathetic? That they can play around there on the block and supposedly think they doing something to us. What could they possibly do to equate what we've done out there? What can they do out there to beat what we've done? That's what I want you to think about. That's what I want you to think about. That's child's play, man. That's how we don't listen. That's how you know I'm a grown man. A child ain't gonna say that, or a man child ain't gonna say it. That's child's play to me, bro. You could never equate to what we've done in our lifetime and what we've done. You can't equate to it. Okay, you can't equate to it. You can't. Your life can't. You can't. Your works can't. What you stand for can't. Nothing can. No psychological games ain't gonna beat this, because reality is gonna triumph over all of these people. It's that. That's all there is. That's all there is to it. It's that and nothing else. That's all we talk about. I don't lose my mind, buddy. You can't make me lose my mind. I'm in my right mind. I'm smiling and laughing at you because I took full advantage of this situation and I made it work for me. I sent millions of dollars out of this room right here while you slept on me. Yeah, I already done sent $4 million out. Now you got more serious. See, in your arrogance, you did not take me seriously, and I took advantage of that. See, a soldier is going to take advantage of the arrogance of the Americans. They gonna sit back like it ain't nothing. They gonna sit back like, oh, that person ain't nothing. Okay. You see what happened to you? You see what happened to you? Acting like I ain't nothing. Of course it's over. Of course it's over, bro. And we winning. That's what I'm talking about. We winning on top of that. It's over. We winning. Everybody know they ain't got nothing to do with these wins. They ain't got nothing to do with it. We don't acknowledge them. We don't respect them. We don't want nothing to do with them. Let them die like dogs. That's how we see it. Let them die like dogs. That's how we see it. Let the Americans die like dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. You know what I'm saying? Let them die like dogs. They deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Look at the games they play. Okay, so then what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna stay in the real world. Die like dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's just like that. Die like a dog. Throw you over on the street. Swell up with maggots in your stomach. Swell up with maggots in your stomach, eating your stomach out. Okay, that's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bible is descriptive about the deaths of other people, of our enemies, man. You become a dead dog playing with us, man. That's what you are. And you thought you would play with Christians for fun and get away with, oh, I get it. You thought you was Rome. You thought you would be like Italy, Rome, and you would play gladiator games, blood sport games with Christians. But listen, you played yourself, man. You done reduced down to beeping reverse sounds outside. That's what you reverse down to. That's what you reduce down to, man. You reduce that. I promise you that ain't bothering me. I promise you it's not. I'm sorry to tell you that don't bother me because I know what you're doing. So how it's gonna bother me? It ain't potent enough to bother me, buddy. You done bit off more you could chew. You played with me. You put me in this situation, and we used it to curse your community. Listen. This war has been over. I've been won. You should have been left it alone. Now they want you dead. Yeah, the streets want you dead now. They want you dead because this is all your psychological games. Everybody know it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You ain't gonna never make me out to be a crazy person or somebody thinking crazy. That ain't nothing but suburban black people. And we know that. That ain't nothing but white suburban people, and we know that. Ain't none of that stuff I ain't gonna ever look like a pedophile. I don't think about children sexually. I don't think about them in my mind. And I don't do nothing with children physically. I'm in a grown man's world. I don't think about children like you do. Okay, I don't. You obsess over it and I don't. I don't worry about no children. I don't think about them. And that's that. Now, if I tell you that, as a human, you gotta accept it. That's all you can do, sucker. That's all you can do. Unless you see me contradict myself. If you see me contradict myself, you gotta accept what I'm talking about. Because if you keep crossing boundaries, we gonna end this country. You don't get to cross no boundaries with me. That's where you messed up at. You think you get to cross boundaries. You don't. You don't get to cross no boundaries with me. Nope. You don't get to cross no boundaries with me and live to tell and live to talk about it like it's a legacy. You're irrelevant. Okay? Like I told you, these secret societies are irrelevant. You understand? You are irrelevant to me. You're not here in 2026 like you think you are. And the reason why we say that, and how we say that, is because there's too many real things that's going on. And I've been said this. These people are not going to be relevant because there's going to be so much serious stuff going on in 2026, and it's already happening. It's too much real stuff that's greater than you. We think about these wars in the Middle East. We think about this real stuff. We ain't let nobody trying to get in and try to act like they doing something. Nah. You want to get in and act like you at war because if you sit still, you got to sit there and look like a clown, like a cornball, knowing you caused it, knowing it's a result of all the games you play, So now you gotta try to, move around and try to look like you're doing something, like you at war with me. You ain't at war with me, buddy. I don't acknowledge you. I don't acknowledge you. I'll take my last breath telling you I don't acknowledge you. I beat you too many times. I fight spiritually. In spiritual warfare. We fight America. We don't fight. We fight the big. We fight big dogs now. I don't fight no secret society. I don't fight no broke black people, no bums in a building. I don't fight people like you. I send millions of dollars out this room. I don't see you. You beneath me, man. You're way beneath me. And I don't care how you gas yourself up from mind reading or whatever you do, you still a bum to me. And I mean that. I really mean that. Okay? And that's coming from me, a person that lived on the streets. I've been a homeless man, but I've never been a bum. I've never been a bum. It's always been an explanation for my actions. But for you, you're a bum, bro. I call it how I see it. You a bum. I don't flock up with bums. I don't deal with bums. You bums to me. That's how I see it. People out there playing game, them bums. Them ain't nothing but bums, man. Yeah, man. Listen, we almost done with this situation, man. Just hang tight, sucker, cause we almost done with you. I know you ready to die anyway. I know you suicidal. Listen, we almost done with you. Just hold tight, sucker. Because it's almost over. Because all these repercussions that's coming from Iran and all that war over there, oh, it's coming. Oh, absolutely. It's coming. It's coming. With these little secret society people, they suffer from, what it's called again? Antisocial personality disorder. That's what they got. See, they swore up and down something was wrong with me. No, ain't nothing wrong with me, buddy. You just thought I was a black man, and I'm not totally a black man. I'm black, Latino, Asian, and Indian, and Italian. You didn't know that. Okay, so then I don't supposed to act like you. You size me up like I'm supposed to act like you. I'm real. That I am. But as far as seeing my vibration move just like yours, that's where you messed up. See, you gotta be smart to know what I'm talking, to even know what I'm talking about, man. That's why I don't talk to bums. I don't even talk to bums, man, no more. Nope. If you ain't got nothing on your mind, I don't talk to bums. I don't talk to them. It's a waste of time. It's just a waste of time, bro. It really is. You know what I'm saying? I don't get nothing out of it. Now I'm making these transactions, sending money to Mexico. I just sent money to Mexico City. Mexico. 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 Yeah, I just said, listen, man, listen, buddy, listen. You couldn't kill me, buddy. I'm sorry to tell you. I know it. I know you wanted to. But guess what we're going to do? We're going to kill you. But guess how we're going to do it? We're going to do it by spirituality. Like you tried to do. It don't work on me, buddy. Yeah, it's over. It's over. We on it, buddy. I done sent money to Mexico, buddy. I done sent money to Mexico City. Mexico City. I'm sending money tomorrow. There's going to be more war on the way. That money going to hit tonight. And more money coming tomorrow. Oh, it means something. That's money. In God's kingdom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to turn into spirituality. In the Middle East and all this stuff, we ain't worried about them. Them guppies, man. We listen, I fry big fish. I got bigger fish to fry, buddy. You ain't nothing. You got to kick it to people like this because they want to be relevant. They not relevant no more. That person out there, them people out there are fighting for relevancy. They not relevant no more. And everybody like, wow, who is this guy? Because you know why they like that? Because I'm right about everything. They see my spirituality. They ain't thinking nothing about no secret societies. Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. Nobody's acknowledging that lame stuff you doing. Ain't nobody acknowledging that, man. Ain't nobody acknowledging that lame stuff you doing. Ain't nobody acknowledging it, man. Yeah. Kids down for the night? Yeah. Ain't nothing but grown men out now. Yeah. Yeah, man. Listen, more money is on the way. Everything's going good, man. I done sent some money to Mexico City tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending some more money tomorrow. I got money that just left the country today. That's 3 different directions. And I got some more money going to Mexico. That's 4 different directions, bro. Money coming 4 different directions. 3 already. I got two different amounts of money on the road right now. Literally. Money going to Mexico by envelope, and I sent money today by card on the internet. Yeah. I just wanted to keep money going down there because that money takes some time to get down there. So, meanwhile, I'm going to be sending money by card. It's not a game, bro. It's not a game. It's not no game. I'm in my right mind, buddy. My mind is sound. I got a sound mind. I just looked up the proper diagnosis to diagnose all these little game stalker people. You suffer from antisocial personality disorder. That's what you got. They like to prey on people. I'm too big for you to prey on me, buddy. Intellectually, you see, I jump out of that every time. You can't prey on me intellectually. It don't work. See, to prey on somebody, you first got to you got to be able to take over their mind. You got to be able to prey on them intellectually. You can't, you can see my personality. You can't prey on me intellectually, buddy. So how you going to prey on me at all? Oh, you know how dangerous I am. I keep weapons. So you can't prey on me physically. You can't prey on me spiritually. We know that. So what way do you prey on me? Successfully. Successfully. What way you? What way? What way do you prey on me, bro? You can't prey on me intellectually. It's not working. You can't prey on me spiritually. We know that's not true. We know that's not true. Okay? I've been fasting for 3 days, right? You can't prey on me spiritually. And you can't prey on me physically because I keep weapons. You know you ain't going to get but so close. You ain't going to play me but so close and play games but so close physically. You'll know better than that. Okay, so what way you think you call yourself praying on me? What way you call yourself praying on me? Come on, stop playing, bro. I break it down too good. I'm trying to really figure it out. I'm serious. I'm a boss. I'm a real boss. I'm trying to figure out how you think you're doing something. I done called them on everything they doing outside. I done called them on everything they doing over here in this building. How you think you call yourself praying on me then? Huh? Listen, buddy. I'm a 8-star general, man. I'm a 9-star general. Put another one with it. I'm a 9-star general. Technically, they say George Washington was a 7-star general. Maybe you didn't know that. They say he was a 7-star general. I'm a 9-star general. Oh, I lived up to it. You see all these Americans I beat. You can't say he just saying something. Hey, look at all these people I beat. Look at all these military people I beat. I beat all of them, man. Come on, stop playing, bro. Listen, I'm a 9-star general. I'm running this show. Ain't nobody helping me. Ain't nobody telling me. Only God telling me what to do. Only God is moving my steps. Ain't nobody helping me. That's a lie. No people trying to get my glory, like to say they part of my story. They ain't help me. They could go either way of being against me or for me. That's what type of people that is. Yeah. If you make any mistakes, they'll be against you. And then here, guess what? They'll think they beat you. Them clowns out there thinking they beat me. We got World War III almost started, man. Stop playing, bro. That's what I'm saying. Listen, that ends tonight. That's the end. We do not acknowledge them suckers, man. We do not acknowledge them. That's the end, bro. That's the end. We do not acknowledge them, man. That's the end. Ain't nobody in their right mind taking that seriously, bro. To you where you reduce down on a road. Look how retarded that is. You using signs, signals out there on the road, bro. Listen, man, that's retarded, man. That's for a retarded boy. That would work on a retarded boy. That's not gonna work over here. It's not. And I don't pick at retarded people. I don't do that. But you know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about. One of them video gamers, them gamers and stuff. That's them, bro. That ain't. Listen, you play around with gamers, man. I'm not no gamer, bro. I'm a soldier. I'm a war hog, man. A war hog. H-O-G. I'm a war hog, man. You don't see that? I get it in, bro. I'm a war hog, man. I make transactions. I deal with different countries. Mexico, Colombia, Egypt. You can't fade me, bro. You can't. That witchcraft ain't working. That's all you're doing. Witchcraft. A whole bunch of people all over the world doing witchcraft against me. Oh, you think I'm stupid, don't you? Got all these people in unison doing witchcraft against me. It ain't working. Y'all all gonna die. Y'all all gonna perish. Watch what happened to you. We done cut the stamp. The stamps is messed up. Look at the stamps. That's what they mad about, ain't you? You mad about those stamps, ain't you? You had a hard day with them stamps, ain't you? You had a hard day with them work requirements, didn't you? You had a hard day with them work requirements, didn't you? You had a hard day with that first work requirement, didn't you? Yeah, buddy. We listen. You don't own me, buddy. And black people don't own me. You don't do nothing for me. Black people don't do nothing for me, buddy. In fact, you've been all the problem. You don't do nothing for me. So how could you think you can own somebody you don't do nothing for? Yeah, man. Listen. I stand on my own, bro. I done turned my back. I turned my back on you. I'm telling you to your face. Have some dignity. Have some self-dignity. I turned my back on you. Okay? Have some dignity. I turned my back on you. Can't you tell? My back is turned. You can't tell. Then accept it, man. I'm just waiting for you to accept it. Walk away. I turned my back. I don't want nothing to do with you. It's that simple. Now, God's people, black people, that's Christians, that's great. I have no problem with you. Hispanic and Latinos that's Christians, that's great. I have no problem with you. But people outside of God's kingdom, and this is why I'm going to do a whole teaching on this. People outside of God's kingdom, they can do stuff where we don't embrace them no more. We can do stuff where it's wars against them. While you thinking about evangelizing, they can do stuff outside of God's kingdom where we have to go to war with them. While you talking about whatever you talking about, it don't apply to all people, but it applies to people outside of God's kingdom. Yes, I turn my back on you, buddy. And you outside of God's kingdom, you ain't doing what God wants you to do. I turned my back on you. So accept it. Accept it. That's what it is. Have dignity. Have more dignity. You're not going to be condescending. You want to play a condescending position on me where you think you're a boss over me, and I'd rather die for you to play that position. Because I think you beneath me, bro. I feel like black people that are beneath me. As far as your quality, as far as your accomplishments, as far as all you do is get money. Anybody can do that. A dog can get money. A dog, you can put a dog in a championship show and a dog can collect money for itself. An animal can get money. Literally, man. It can win money. But when you start doing stuff intellectually, where you are actually doing something that nobody did, where you out these people for marrying children, now you're doing something an animal can't do. An animal can get money. Yeah, you can teach him how to do tricks and everything. He can win. He can get all kind of money offline. Everything. Dogs can get money offline. A dog can get money. I'm talking about. I'm talking about intellectual property. That's what it's called. Intellectual property. Maybe you don't know a term. You don't produce intellectual property, and I do. That's all I'm saying, bro. I don't compare. I don't feel bad about anything I'm saying, because this is people outside of God's kingdom. This is who you are. This is the level you choose to be on. You're uneducated. I feel like you're beneath me. And your caliber, yes. And I do not hide it. I don't feel bad about it. And this proves it. You kill each other. You kill your children. Yes, I feel like people like that is beneath me. And I'm not. So with that being said, how would I let you be on top of me, like you trying to see me, like you my boss, like you controlling and calling shots, like you on top of me? I'd rather die before I'm in that position, because I don't respect you. I don't respect you for no reason. And I'm dead serious. It's no reason I respect you. Once we take off the music, the culture, and all that stuff, what is there to respect? Right now, we ain't talking about Malcolm X, and I'm talking about you. What is there? I'm talking about the generations here. What is there to respect? I can show you what people respect about me. You played in my lane. As Americans, I told them y'all marrying children. Everybody respect it. Why should I respect you? Give me some reasons why I should respect you. Besides getting money, we already established animals can get money. You can make a horse run on and get money. You can run a horse around and get money. A horse can run around and get money. We talk about intellectual property. What kind of intellectual property have you produced? It's a whole different ball game, bro. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. You ain't got no intellectual property. All you can do is dance around. Animals can darn near do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I'm just being real with you. I turned my back, man. As simple as that. You ain't listen. You wasn't doing nothing for me anyway. And I ain't listen. I'm not an arrogant person where I feel like your world gonna fall apart without me, because I ain't doing nothing in your world anyway. But you're arrogant enough to think that I can't live without you, and I can. I proved it. You was against me. Let's not forget. I survived everything you did. I proved I can live without black people. I survived. Listen, that's why you hate it so bad. You hate it so bad that I survived without you. That I got respect without you. That I don't got to acknowledge you. That it's other people that respect me besides you. That I can live without you, with other people. I don't have to have black people. That's what you hate so bad. I don't have to acknowledge you. I got respect without you. And there's people that respect me outside of you. I turned my back, buddy. You went out here with these politics, you couldn't prove it. That's what you did. That's why you're trying to prove it so bad. You came out here and nobody was satisfied with you talking about what you was talking about. Nobody was satisfied with it. Then we find out you marrying children. You know what I'm saying? In this country, it was over. I won. And I'm the one talking about it. You lose, buddy. Straight like that. See, I proved it. I'm on another level than you. It's not being bougie. It's not being thinking I'm better than you. I'm better than you as far as quality. As far as quality. It's nothing wrong with saying I'm a better quality than that person over there. You are. If you are, you are. If you're a better player, if you're a better warrior, a better soldier, a better... So I'm going to say I'm not. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I proved it. It's World War III almost. I am better than you. And as long as you walk around here arrogant like these white people, and walk around here arrogant as like Americans, listen, buddy, you playing yourself. I know all about that hip-hop arrogance that you got going on. That ain't got no numbers, ain't got no results, and everything. People halfway around here like animals, and all you got is, listen, man, you around here halfway like animals. An animal can make money, man. An animal make money all the time. They make accounts for the animal. Yeah, they do. But the intellectual property, show me somebody producing intellectual property in your community. Show me one person that's producing intellectual property that's worth something in the black community. Show me somebody that's producing high caliber, not all that, them symbols and all that food, all this stuff. We don't, come on. We ain't talking about that. All these symbols and all of this stuff, talking about, nah, we ain't talking about that. We talking about practical, real 100 intellectual property. Show me somebody that's producing it. Because that's what separates you from an animal. Intellectual property. Show me somebody that got intellectual property. You can't do it, can you? That's what I'm talking about, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. You can't show me nobody in your community that has potent intellectual property. Show me. Who? Who sticks out? Who got intellectual property? That's what I'm talking about, buddy. We put everything in proper perspective. Because you ain't going to play with me like you an OG over me. That's what provokes this. I know you're playing this condescending position like you OGs over. Are you working like you above me, working above me? Imagine that. Imagine you working above me. As if to say you working to be with us above, like we seeing who you are. I don't care about what you feel. I can go to war anytime. I told you, I proved this. You don't get me in no building and think you're going to play with me. Not for free. You ain't going to play with me in no building for free. I proved it. I used everything you did. I used it all. I used everything you did against you. You was working for me the whole time and didn't even know it. Listen, buddy, you think this is for free? You think a prophet can't curse you? I can curse you worse than a witch. I told you this. I'm worse than a witch. I can curse you so good, buddy. I'm talking about real cursing. Where people can see stuff. Not that weak stuff you doing. I can curse you so good. Buddy, listen, I'm worse than a witch. I'm worse than a warlock. I'm one of the first Christians to tell you that. I curse you so good, buddy, listen. I curse you way worse than a shaman or whatever. All that. All them people. All the little witchcraft people. I curse you way better. You know how good I cursed you? Your whole country is toe up, buddy. Whole country toe up. The whole community toe up. I manifest. I get manifestations, buddy. That's why I don't play with little buddies like you. You a little buddy. You a little guppy. I manifest. I can show you something on paper. Now imagine me playing with somebody that we don't see nothing. We don't see nothing, man. We don't see nothing coming from you. That's why you got to mix it with psychological games to make it look like something. You see what I'm saying? That's the Jedi mind trick. But it really ain't nothing going on. It really ain't no results. It really ain't no numbers. It really ain't nothing they doing. So I demand my respect. That's it. That's how a real one gonna live and die. We live and die like this. Ain't no way in the world I'm bowing down to people like you. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't got no intellectual property that I respect. I don't respect nothing. Listen, I don't respect you. I turn my back. And see, that's how you know I ain't nothing to play with. You know how you know you somebody ain't nothing to play with? They turn their back on you. You can't keep playing with me over and over again. I turn my back on you. That's how you know I ain't. Listen, you could even be somebody out here that can fight. You can shoot guns. You know what make people take you seriously. You know how you know you ain't nothing to play with? You can turn your back on people, buddy. I ain't say betray. I ain't say betray. Anybody can be a snake, not for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Betray, turn my back is a whole different situation. Because guess what? I'm not a bad person for turning my back. No. So it's harder than you think. It's not as easy as you think. A snake betraying somebody, a roach can do that. Right? Any roach can do that. Turning your back is a whole different animal, man. I had to turn my back on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, that's what everybody expected me anyway. You already know the politics. I just did it just right. Once we won, now I turn my back on you. That's what you do. You close the door once you won. You close the door once you're on another level. You close the door once you win it. Because see, all they going to do is try to come in and manipulate to where they still seem like they condescending over you. You listen, you ain't condescending over me, man. Stop flattering yourself, bro. You ain't condescending over me. For how? What you doing? Money is, everybody got money. Especially in 2026. Money ain't nothing. It's back to intellectual property. It's back to spiritual manifestations. Everybody and their mama got money now. That's true. What intellectual property you got? How smart are you? What can you say worthwhile? How can you be a leader intellectually? How can you lead people? How can you strategize in war, in real war, like I do? I strategize in real war. I send money to Mexico, man. You trivialize that. Like you done it. You ain't never sent no money to Mexico. People sit back and listen to the boss man like they doing it. You ain't doing the same thing, man. So my money is more valuable than yours to God. You ain't spending no money in God's kingdom. You ain't doing nothing for God with your money. So who you think God gonna look at? Me or you when it comes to money? He gonna look at my money. See, I got a great relationship with money. You know why? Because I put my money in God's kingdom. I put my money in God's kingdom. That's the best thing you can do. That's the best relationship you can have with God, with money, is putting it in God's kingdom. See, you didn't realize it. You thought because I didn't have a job, you thought because I was in this situation, oh, I don't got a good relationship with money. I do. You know why I got a great relationship with money? Because when I get my hands on some, I put it in God's kingdom. You see what I'm saying? That's why I got a great relationship with money. You didn't realize that. I got a great relationship with money. What made me have a great relationship with money? I take money and put it in God's kingdom. Slow, man. Slow. So I got a great relationship with money. You didn't know that. You took it for granted. You thought I was playing games. I took advantage. That's what I'm supposed to do. Okay? It's called respect. Okay? Maybe you wasn't taught that properly. It's called respect. And people live or die for it. And you can't live without it. Ain't nobody, listen, man, ain't nobody want to do nothing without respect. They don't even want to live without respect. You can't even live without it. Now imagine you put me through all these situations and I don't get my respect. Listen, buddy, I'd rather die than deal with you. I turned my back on you. For now I get to tell you how I feel. All the stuff you done. Listen, I'd rather die than be with you. I don't respect you. I don't respect you or your family. I don't respect you. That's how I feel. I told you, I don't hide how I feel. I don't care what no religious people say or nothing. You know what me, like Tupac said, you know, you and I know what's going on. You and I know what's going on, man. So you know what it is, man. Stop acting like, listen, stop acting like you don't know what it is, and I'm talking crazy and reckless. You know what it is, man. All right then, so stop playing with me, man. See, you just didn't expect me to go all the way. You didn't expect me to do what I do and stay and be in the position that I'm in right now, where I turn my back and I done turned up on these people, and I done got results, and it's World War III. Yeah, it's World War III, buddy. Basically, if it's not, it ain't gonna go back to normal. Like I said, it's not gonna go back to normal. You can't pull me no. Hey, they sound sirens like they think they got you psychologically. Nah, I'm guarded according to the war. You wouldn't understand that. I'm guarded according to the war. Okay? You think you can't yank me out of the fish like these rednecks think they can yank me out of the yank? There we go, we got him. You can't yank me out of the water like a fish, buddy. Yeah, sucker. I know exactly the games you playing. It's coming all to an end. And we glad. We glad it's coming all to an end. See, I'm guarded according to the war. You wouldn't even understand what that means, buddy. See, you didn't master me. You didn't master me as the black man, Latino man, Asian man, who I am. You ain't master me. You thought you did. Okay, I'm finishing this. I'm finishing you. And meanwhile, you need to know, I've turned my back. Okay, so have dignity. If you call yourself a man, you call yourself a woman, if somebody say they turned your back, they back on you, then have dignity. Have self-respect. Somebody told me they turned their back on me. Guess what, buddy? Say no more. I'm out. All I'm asking you to do is the same thing. Don't act like me and you gonna do something together. Don't act like me and you together. Don't act like you trying to do something for me. Don't act like you above me and you are not. The only way you think you're above me is financially. You're not above me. You're not. That's all I'm saying. I demand my respect, buddy. That's how it is. And when you least expect it, this is what happened to you. I turned my back, buddy. You can't make no moves all around my door out here with these dumb, ignorant black people that's beneath me. All of them beneath me. This whole building is beneath me. Everybody in this building is beneath me. And I prove that on numbers and facts. I'm coast to coast, California to New York. You beneath me geographically. But geographically, you're beneath me. There's people in California that can vouch for me. You local, man. You a local New Yorker. I got people that can vouch for me in California. I lived in California. You forgetting about that, ain't you? You forget about it every day, don't you? I lived in California. Oh, I guess because I was talking about the South so much, you forgot. I lived in Los Angeles, man. I lived in LA, what y'all call LA. I lived in LA. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, chilling and everything, living in LA. Yeah, that part. You know what I'm saying? That's why they can't stand it. That's why the East Coast can't stand it. That's why these Southern people can't stand it. Because once you went to LA, that's like, it's one thing to come to New York. It's one thing to go to LA. And you chilling out there, and you know what I'm saying, everything. It's a whole different animal, man. So, you know, it's listen, man. When somebody tell you they turn their back, just accept it, man. It's what it is. I turned my back. Okay? This is the beginning of just my straight warfare. Me talking about warfare with the Americans, everything like it's about respect. That's the main reason. That's the main reason, man. I can't be subject to nobody playing games with me like black people love to do, and it don't make sense with me. because I'm above you. You see what I'm saying? So when a prophet came to America, you know, he had to deal with rappers and hip hop that thinking they above him. And you ain't above no prophet. You see what I'm saying? You not gonna ever be above me. And if you think I'm in a dream world, all I'm gonna point you back to is this information to prove my rank. Y'all marrying children. None of y'all black people talked about it, right? So how you gonna be above me? Tell me intelligently. I challenge you to show me how. Because remember, Malcolm X didn't have no money. Malcolm X didn't have no money. But you wouldn't dare say you're above Malcolm X, would you? Because you don't have no intellectual property. You could only be above Malcolm X if you produce more valuable intellectual property. Back to intellectual property. You don't got it, do you? I'm not saying he's going to be the greatest for all time, because you can have better intellectual property. But you don't, do you? So then that's a different lane. You couldn't ever compare Malcolm X to Jay-Z. Malcolm X and Jay-Z, even though he got more money, Malcolm X produced intellectual property that Jay-Z did not produce. So then that's two different lanes. They're not parallel. You can't compare Jay-Z to Malcolm X. No, bruh. Not at all, man. And none of these other rappers. But did he have money? No, he did not. So then you got two generations. You got people that don't respect you if you ain't got no money, and then you got people that don't respect you if you ain't got no intellectual property. So I don't respect people that don't got no intellectual property. That's what make you human. So why you ain't got none? Why you ain't said nothing worthwhile or wrote down something you said worthwhile as a competent human being? So it's just depending on who you talk to, like I like to say. But all I know is it don't matter what these rappers have obtained in this world. They cannot be above Malcolm X. Nah, no sir. No, you can't. You might think I'm talking reckless, but I'm not. Malcolm X was above all these people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you ain't gonna ever be above Malcolm X. I don't care how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So it's two different lanes. You see what I'm saying, right? Okay. So then as soon as you start comparing me to people with success, I'm gonna show you somebody without it that's still higher ranking than these people with money. So you gotta remember, the white man had money the whole time. So if you wind up playing yourself when you talk about money, because Elon Musk is the one with the most money. Almost about to be a trillionaire out here. He about to be the first trillionaire. He's on his way to be the first trillionaire. So all you do is wind up playing yourself. Talking about money all the time. The white folks the one got it. And we know that. So then us as black people, I'm in a different lane than money. That's just how it worked out, I guess you could say. And if you didn't move up the ranks besides money, you played yourself right there, buddy. Because you can talk about that little hit and miss stuff they talking about. That ain't no intellectual property, man. That ain't what we talking about, man. We talking about really using your mind to change things and to change situations. And you can't find me nobody that really is doing that. You know what I'm saying? I did that. They left me for dead already. In fact, they turned their back first. Technically, I say so. You turned your back on me first. Okay? I just did it when I felt like it made sense. You know what I'm saying? Like because I can't be disrespected no more. I can't. It's not that I'm broken by anything. It's not that I'm broken by sound. It's a lack of tolerance. That's what it is, because of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You know people playing with you, and you know they are. Okay, so then I'm turning my back. That's my response. I'm not gonna sit up and be subject to you to make you feel like you above me, playing games with me to make you feel like you above me. That's real. That's all it is. You playing games to make you feel like you above me, but you not. That's all I'm saying. That's all it is. Do I sound like I'm out my mind? Do I sound like I'm out my mind? No, bruh. That's all I'm saying. I'm just more spiritual than you realize. I'm in the spiritual world. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spiritual person. I have real spirituality that surrounds me, man. And you know, y'all play with me like I'm a hip hop, like I'm a G, like I'm a BG, like I'm a baby gangster. Not an OG, like a BG. Like I'm gonna be subject to your tests and your rules and regulations. God didn't feel that, buddy. Nope. You see, that was bound to happen to a prophet in these times where people think, where the streets think they gonna put him through all these tests. A prophet now. How you gonna put a prophet through a test? That's ignorance of the streets that a prophet would have to deal with in the modern time of America. Do you get it? So a prophet of my rank would have had to deal with all these black people because I'm black or perceived as black, and they gonna put me through all these tests like I'm in the streets when it don't even apply to a man like me. That's what happened, and that's why the war started, because you started disrespecting me and put me through tests like I'm in the streets. Yeah, I'm not no street alley cat. I ain't no street alley cat, buddy. I'm a prophet of God. You mishandle me, you mishandling God's kingdom. That's all. And listen, you can feel the way you want to feel, and that's what it is. You can feel the way you want to feel, and that's what it is. And there's consequences, and now you're reaping the consequences, and that's it. I'll turn my back. That's it. Also, you ain't gotta do nothing for me. Don't worry about it. You ain't been doing nothing for me. See, people play with you, man, like you know, just to be in your world. And that's another thing. I curse you out of my world. You're not in my world, which means you ain't in my. I don't care if you live over here. You can act like you sitting over here eating around me, and you know what I'm saying. You know how people corny thinking they drinking and smoking around you. You ain't doing none of that around me, because I curse your energy away from mine. That's straight like that. That's how you do it. Because clowns be thinking they smoking around you, drinking around you like you some commodity or something. You know what I mean? That's corny, man. Like you in this neighborhood and they act like they you know, they like they partying to you. You feel me? Like they drinking to you, they smoking to you. I know exactly how people think. I know exactly how these Americans think. Like you drinking to me, smoking to me, and all of this, but you ain't showing no respect. So imagine that, man. So I ain't gonna let nobody feel that. I'm gonna turn my back. You ain't gonna feel like you drinking to me, smoking to me. You know what I mean? And you ain't even showing no respect, bro. In fact, you put me, every time I come out there, you put me through disrespect. Like I'm in the streets. That's what I'm trying to show you. And I'm a prophet of God. That's why I spanked you. I chastised you like I supposed to. I can curse you worse than a witch could ever curse you. That's how you need to hear it. Because if I say I just curse you, you don't know what weight that holds. I can curse you worse than a witch. Okay? The real thing. Real manifestation, all that good stuff. I've been explained this, man. I've been explained this. It's no excuse. I've been saying this. I can curse you worse than a witch ever could. That's what happened to you. I told you, lame people. Listen, man. I can curse your whole country. Look at it now. Look at the situations they in. Oh, listen, wait for it. Wait for it. I already know what it's going to be. I know that ain't good. If you one of them dinky Americans that think that's good, you tripping. You tripping. If you think it's good, you tripping, buddy. Watch all the repercussions that come from that. Iran is one of the worst places you could have did that to. When you killed the leader, man, listen, man, I don't respect it at all. I don't feel like it's hard or tough at all. I don't feel like it's real at all. Nah, man, listen, man. You put the community in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? These terrorists and all them crazy people, them people gonna come out of nowhere. That's an invisible enemy. Iran is one of them invisible type of enemies, man. You know, the people that support them are like invisible enemies. Or people that defend them, it's like invisible enemies. You don't know where that's going to come from. That's why they beefed up the security all in New York. They already ready. You already know what time it is. And you still ain't going to be able to stop it because people just got their free will to do whatever they want. How you going to stop it? You can't stop that. You can't stop it. You can't really stop a terrorist attack. I mean, to a certain degree you might can, but like just the physical aspect where somebody can just walk in the building and just blow it up, you can't stop that. How you gonna stop it? Especially if he just blows himself up. How you gonna stop that? That's the people that support them. Some of them probably are, but you can't stop it, can you? I'm just being honest with you. You can't stop it, bro. You can't. You cannot stop that. You played with me, and I deserve my revenge, and everybody know it. And ain't listen, man. I turned my back, man. That's all I'm saying, man. On the American community, you know what I'm saying. If you're still a clown and you find this as entertainment, it ain't gonna be no entertainment value here anymore. Cause it ain't gonna be no more talking about this, you know, the streets and all of that stuff like this a podcast. That time is over. It's all about this war now. It's all about these wars. Cause see, it's a new day now. Now that leader been killed, no matter how you want to look at it, it's a new day. It's a new day, definitely. You know what I'm saying? All these real wars popping off. It's definitely a new day. Definitely a new day. And if you in La La world, you know what I'm saying, maybe because you get high, drink so much, listen, buddy, it's time to sober up. I ain't drinking, I ain't smoking weed, nothing. It's time to sober up. It's time to sober up. That's right. I ain't smoking no weed. I ain't smoked weed in 2 years. Tonight will be 2 years. This is why the devil is so mad, because this is the celebration. This is what he's mad about, my sobriety. You'll think about everything else, but you don't know me. I know what it is. I know myself. It's my sobriety. That devil is mad because I ain't smoking no more weed. I ain't smoking no more cigarettes. And he can't make, and I didn't get out there and do that. I didn't fold. You know what I'm saying? And start back smoking and drinking. I ain't drank in almost a year. March, April, May, June, 3 more months will be a whole year. I ain't even had a drink. See that's sobriety, man. I ain't had sex. This month is gonna be a whole year since I had sex. You see all of them checkpoints? That's sobriety. That's why the devil is mad. That's why I play it just like I treated this. Another thing about this building, I treated it like a rehab. That's why I knew what I was doing. I wasn't even putting up. I could have been put pressure on Hassan to get me out of here, or just left and went somewhere else. I treated this like a rehab up until the point where I got to my checkpoints where this month is a year since I had sex. It's 2 years this month since I smoked weed and I smoked cigarette. So I just stayed here also to treat this place like a rehab. That's why I move like I move. I lay down, I just stay sober. You know, I'm going to stay sober, but you know, I don't move around nowhere or nothing. I treated this situation like a rehab. Cause I was coming on a higher level. Now I'm on a higher level of sobriety. You know what I'm saying? I ain't it's been literally, no lie, it's been like 16, 17 years since I've been this sober from weed and cigarettes. 17 years. 17 years. And my sobriety with drinking too, it's been over 16 years. And you think I'm worried about whatever else, some other stuff? See, that's what the devil is after, my sobriety. Oh yeah, because look, when I'm more clean, I'm gonna be more powerful in spiritual warfare. If you clean, you're gonna destroy your enemy. That's why it's happening. That's why all this stuff is happening. Once I cleaned up and came out the streets, listen, man, once I cleaned up and got out the streets, that was it. It's over. That's all I had to do. Clean up, get serious, stop smoking. Now I'm at checkpoints where I ain't smoked in 2 years. I ain't smoked weed in 2 years. Tonight makes 2 years, coming into the morning. Yep. Almost, and ain't had sex in a whole year. Look at that. Clean. And that's why I'm winning my wars, man. So that's what I'm really focused on. For me personally. It's just these milestones I'm coming on. And that's what I'm really focused on, is my sobriety, man. I could care less about these same people doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing my strength in more than one way. I ain't smoking no more cigarettes, Newports, Marlboro, Light 100s, or whatever. I ain't smoking none of that. Cigars, Black and Milds, nothing. No tobacco products. No weed, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had sex in almost a year. You know what I'm saying? People, so you can't say nothing about me sexually. This dude ain't had, this month makes a year. Okay, so I ain't having sex with nobody. How about that? Not a man, not a woman, not nobody. How about that, buddy? Now it's a year right here. Now it's a year. See, people wasn't paying attention. That's how you know they clowns. Because the so-called enemies wasn't paying attention. I was sobering up. I was cleaning up. Now it's 2 years later. I ain't smoked weed. I ain't smoked cigarettes. You can't talk about that. You can't say I'm compromising. You can't say, oh, he playing. You can't say I'm playing. You can't say I'm playing. You can't say I'm playing. I ain't drank in almost almost a year. I ain't had sex. You can't say you can't say I'm playing, buddy. See where I'm at? That's all I'm saying, man. So that's what I'm focused on today, man. This spiritual war is popping off. World War III. If not World War III, the world is changing forever anyway. So might as well be World War III, because this is over. This is changing forever as we know it. This world is changing forever as we know it. It's already changed. America gonna have an enemy in the Middle East to the end of the world. That's it. Once they did that, that's it. See, Trump just trying to do stuff like just do what he can. You know what I'm saying? That kind of attitude. Do as much as I can kind of attitude. Yeah, that's all he trying to do. He trying to do as much as he can. Big stuff. Handle big stuff, but you gotta stuff come with that. He gonna see stuff come with it. Way more than what we see right now. Oh, way more coming with that. We know that, man. Come on, man. Anybody that's my age and older already know more coming with it. To go do that, and you don't think more coming with it? Man, listen, man. You must have forgot. You must have forgot that mentality over there in the Middle East. You must have forgot, buddy.